Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is offered assistance. And it does feel like this could be related to your goals or aspirations, your dreams. But there's someone who seems to be in the right place at the right time to say, oh, well, I know how to help you with that. That's something that I'm familiar with. Maybe I could introduce you to the director of that program or the owner of that business, or a publisher, whatever it is. It's a very nice offer, right? Generous or supportive to get wherever you need to be, right? But I'm a little suspicious of this. I want to make sure that this is somebody that has good intentions. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchenton. I went back for more. I'm sorry. I hope that's okay. I hope you're all having a good day. Happy Friday. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Peggy. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Happy Friday indeed. Congrats, Peggy. If you are interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. Thank you to those of you recently that have been so kind regarding how those readings went for you. I always appreciate that. Hello, Famous Seamus. Hello, Matt. How's it going? My email address is in the description box below, and right below my email address, you can also find out how to join the memberships for the channel. There's 3 different tiers, and on this upcoming Monday, we will have another live stream for the stars and the towers. Okay, so let's dive in. This is the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. What else do we have? Temperance, 2 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. A choice. It feels to me like this is kind of unexpected. Maybe you meet someone because you're at the same bar, you're at the same restaurant, you're at the same grocery store, whatever it is. I feel like you make a new acquaintance and then they make plans very quickly and you're like, oh okay, yeah, that's fine. But this is someone who I feel they have an agenda of some sort. I don't know why. Like, these are pretty positive cards. I just feel like there's something not right here. Like, oh, you say you want to do this. I know the person you need to meet. Right this way kind of thing. But there's a decision or a moment where you can go this way or this way, and it's a very important decision. Because I don't think that whatever this person who's offering to help you says is 100% true. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and Hierophant. All right. So it's like you are destined for something that is a little uncommon. I don't think you're going to live a very normal life. Maybe you already feel that way. I kind of feel like you might be put in someone's path because you can cause problems for them. Okay. You might be about to cause problems for someone that's not so good. Because we have the Devil. Someone who masquerades as the angel, but is actually hiding a lot of destructive secrets. So Temperance is the angel, right? Devil clarifying it. when you find out more about this person, you're like, oh, you little trickster, you wanted me to believe that you were like supportive and kind, but there's something they do or say that betrays you or betrays them. And you know what they're actually planning, or you can tell that they aren't as kind as they originally claimed. So I'm thinking of like Rumpelstiltskin, how you could make a wish, but it's not necessarily going to go the way that you want it to. And now we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Someone has a temper, so they lose their temper rather quickly and things escalate. Hello, Enfrance. How are you? Hello, Kylie. Happy Friday. Hello, Gypsy. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Ruby. How's your day? Six of Swords, Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay, this might not be a I don't think this is going to resonate for a lot of people, is what I'm saying. But we have somebody who is encountering a person who offers to help them. And when they realize that this person's actually like a scammer, or like they're trying to steal stuff, or worse, this is somebody who figures it out with very little to go on. So it's like if they were to play Wheel of Fortune, they would probably actually win the game. Like they solve puzzles, okay? But this, whoever I'm reading for, I feel like they're able to solve a problem that has been kept secret. All right, what else do we have? This is The Truth Is. When I do that, I tend to do that on the mobile and when I hit a certain like count. So that would likely be the very next reading that I do. Distance, physical or emotional distance is hurting this connection. And side piece, seeing someone on the side. So the offer of help is actually someone who's physically attracted. It's like, oh, I can help you get this, or I can introduce you to that person. Someone's like, okay, this is really great. Actually, that would be super helpful. Not realizing that the intent here is more like, if I do a favor for you, then maybe you'll be more likely to do a favor for me, to be blunt with it. But this is someone who is focused on a new boo while their existing relationship is on the rocks, or while somebody is traveling. This relationship is meant to be. They're going to use like flowery language, maybe even things like synchronicities or horoscopes. This is someone who's pretty charming or smooth, able to convince people that there are emotions when there aren't. This is the Energy Oracle. Kylie, it's wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. I would totally do a personal reading for you. I know a lot of tarot readers don't like doing them, and I can understand. I'm sure it gets a little bit heavy sometimes. There are questions I won't answer, but that's I think that's one of the best parts of it. Hello, Selena. How are you doing? So we have door to personal healing and happiness, and broken heart. So unfortunately, this is a warning for somebody who may feel like they have hit the jackpot. They've got this, meeting that's coming up, or they're going to get introduced. It's going to solve all their problems. But it feels to me like this is saying, listen to your intuition when you pick up on somebody not really aligning to what they say or not acting the way you would expect. They're going to offer you everything and give you nothing. They're a volcano insurance salesman. Lots of dreamy talk and also a tendency to break promises. Did I miss saying hello to Jamie? Hello, Jamie. What else? The moon. And the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm hiding that I'm already in a long-term relationship. I'm hiding that I'm already, like I have a family with somebody or I'm married. But this is somebody who is still trying to hit on, I don't know if this is like a student or a coworker. But it's an offer that is not entirely honest because this person's goal is naked time. Ace of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I see you need to have this or you really want to achieve that. I will use it as like a carrot to get you to chase me, but I'm not interested in actually helping you. Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Lovers. Yeah. They want to do the hokey pokey. I'm just going to make up really ridiculous ways to say it, you guys, and you can rank them, okay? But this is like not professional, not good-natured. They are looking for something that looks like a one-night stand to me. What else? King of Wands. Although I'm just going to point out real quick, in this deck, it is the King of Rods. Make of that what you will. Six of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Swords. This person has probably cheated on their partner for the majority of their relationship. I do feel like this person is a bit wild. But the problem is they also tend to just like exaggerate or really try to get people to feel comfortable. And so they lie all the time. Laura, right? Is everywhere. And I don't feel bad for either of them. I feel bad for their families or their spouses. Hello, Becca. How are you doing? Hello, using intrigue. But dang, like, that's gotta be rough for, what's his name? Chris Martin? I'm just out here trying to do a concert, trying to find some people kissing, and instead, now you're like accusing me of being all weird and stuff. Don't come to my concert if you're cheating. Yeah. I mean, it's not entirely impossible that this is that story, because of course that's the dude's, or was, VP of people, HR, whatever. But we do have somebody trying to say, I can offer you some assistance in terms of what you're trying to achieve. It feels like you just need to meet the right people or get the right job. That's not at all their plan. Their plan is to make it seem like they're charitable and supportive and helpful, but really they want physical intimacy. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. It escalates quickly. So in other words, I feel like there are opportunities for this person to hit on someone and they choose not to. There are opportunities maybe for them to be inappropriate and they choose not to. But then all of a sudden when they feel like it's fine, it changes. And now they're talking differently, acting differently. Hey, dude, how are you doing? Hey, James, what's going on? Happy Friday. I don't think you would really appreciate this person's interest in you, especially when they have dressed it up as a desire to be useful or helpful to you in your pursuit career-wise. But you're going to have intuitive messages, or you're going to be able to see the signs that this person is not 100% believable. Path of Shadows, we've got the Nymph and the Dagger. In this mundane world, now I roam. Inside this concrete jungle, where is my home? Action, bravery, and determination. Yeah, I feel like this is someone who speaks up because this person is inappropriate. Or someone who says, actually, I don't think I want to go. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to hang out with you. I feel like for many of you, though, this is someone who might be getting canceled. Might be having a pretty rough day or week as far as reputation, because I do think that the original relationship, the long-term relationship that they have, is at risk because we've got sabotaging relationships. In the tangle of love, my demons emerge, and I wonder if yours will ask them to dance. And then Witch, beneath the veil of night, my thoughts conjure light. Shining through the darkness, I am magic burning bright. To be honest, this feels to me like we've got someone who has been unfaithful or has been looking for external validation. Does not need to be a man, just to be clear, right? That HR lady, she was cheating. This is saying that somebody who's in a relationship is offering to help someone, but it's really because they just want to have naked time. The King of Wands is going to be discovered or is going to be figured out by the person they're offering help to. And I do kind of feel like the partner or the spouse of the King of Wands is aware. I feel like they've already figured out this person. And it's like they're waiting for their partner to get exposed or to have a problem or maybe even lose their job over their decisions. All right, this is the Pulp Tarot. Seven of Wands, 10 of Wands, the Star, Two of Pentacles. Why does this feel like somebody is capturing evidence so that they can have a more favorable divorce? See, I caught them cheating, so now, prenup. What's up? I feel like we've got someone who has outmaneuvered their partner and either gets like proof that they've been cheated on or watches as something not so great happens to this King of Wands. The timing is bad. The timing is like, oops, okay, well, I guess you're going to have to change that now because your secret's no longer a secret. They're faced now with a decision that they have to make. How am I going to handle this now that everybody knows, or now that, you know, now that I'm famous for kissing on the Coldplay Jumbotron. Yeah, I think there's bad information that gets released or spread on social media. And it's like, okay, well, now you have to tell the truth. Now you have to be honest about the fact that you were already in a relationship and you were out here trying to seduce someone else, right? Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, the Sun. There's a lot of attention. Feeling like I have to defend my love, feeling like I have to defend my virtues, because everybody's coming after me. Everybody's like, what were you doing? So the King of Wands is feeling very defensive. Like, nothing I say is good enough. Everybody's judging me. Everyone's mad at me. This isn't fair. Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure HR in general frowns on that. But just like public service announcement, I'm going to say in general, HR is not there to help you. HR is there to protect the interests of the company. I found that out a couple times. Are there nice people that work in HR? Yeah. But the intent behind it is pretty much legal. What can I get away with without getting in trouble? HR, you tell me. You know? So be careful. All right. 2 more cards. Oh, perfect. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, which we already had up here. And the Page of Cups. Oh, I don't like this. There is some inappropriate energy. Like, this is like a boss hitting on their employee, or a professor hitting on their student, or, you know, the boss hitting on the nanny. I don't like it. I really don't. Do what you can to make sure your friends and family are okay, because this seems to me like there's someone who feels like they can kind of take advantage of someone's naivete. Like, oh, you just graduated from college, so that's perfect because you won't be able to figure me out. This is the situation stuff. It's going to be interesting, Renee. Twin flames, huh? Magnetic. The One, mirrored souls, pledged. For some of you, this could be a reading that is about the actual twin flame journey. And if so, it might be one of those periods where you are actually in separation from your person, but you still feel in some way like you two are together. And there's another person that's being like, that's entering the picture, right? But I feel more so this is about the word pledged at the bottom, where it's basically specifying for us. We've got somebody who's in a committed relationship and they are pursuing in an appropriate way someone that they probably shouldn't be. Mental, prison, confined, lockdown. Triggers, name, car, place, And nightlife, gamble, take a risk in Vegas. I think we've got someone who wants to leverage like a bar or a party-like atmosphere to hit on someone. But it goes poorly. It does not go well. Because now we've got this person wishing with everything they've got that they could go back and change what happened, right? They can't. So they might have been a little inebriated. Might have felt like they would have made different choices if they had been sober. Hey, Aqua Beauty, how's it going? Hello, Captain Cook. What's going on? That is pretty awful. History and intervention. Yeah. I don't think this is the first time this person's been, trying to be transactional about it. Like, I'll do this for you, but then, like, take your clothes off. I'm sorry if this is inappropriate or not, like the reading you were looking for, but I do feel like this is somebody who's getting their karma. I feel like they have gotten away with or been a bit shady for a while, and then now they're running into somebody who's, it's like, instead of just turning and walking away, they're going to like slap this person across the cheek and draw everybody's attention in the restaurant, right? Like, it's not going to just fade away for this person. There's going to be some uncomfortable energy around them. People are going to see them for who they are, and someone who stands up to this person is ascending. So speaking truth to power is something you have to be comfortable with if you want to continue to ascend, right? All right, let's get a few from, we started with that. We'll get a few from the Kipper. What else do we have? Hello, Crystal. How are you doing? Hello, amazing. How are you? I would hope you're amazing. Happy Friday. Lovers. Mature man in the reverse. Pathway. And thoughts in the reverse. So here's the deal. We've got somebody who has done something they shouldn't have, and it could be a little bit of a setup here or even a trap. What was that movie with Amanda Seyfried? Is that how you say her name? Seyfried? Whatever her name is. She's like hired by Julianne Moore to try to seduce her husband to see if he's cheating, right? We could have something similar here, because I do think that there is someone who has the opportunity to not do something or to do something in a more respectful way, but they go ahead and dive right in, not giving it a single thought, and do the stupid thing. Why? Because who needs maturity when you can be an awful person? They don't really take time to think about things. This person came out as the King of Wands, and it feels to me like they make a lot of decisions in the moment. I don't know that this is someone who thinks ahead. I feel like it's very, what's that term? ID? Or is that the ego? I can't remember. I think it's id, where you're just like giving into those urges. You're whatever it is that I want, that's what I'm going to go for, kind of thing. All right, this is the Rider-Waite, or the Waite-Smith. Drive safely, Aqua Beauty. What else do we have? Oh my. Why you gotta ruin my cards, man? All right, I think I've got it figured out. Nope, you go there. I'm very particular about my cards, okay, you guys? Two of Cups in the reverse and Death. I think this is someone who's looking to get a divorce and they wanted to be able to prove that their partner was cheating. I'm not kidding. I feel like this Page of Cups is that person who they hit on inappropriately. And this Death is like, okay, what if we change somebody else in and see what happens? We could probably see that this person acts like they're not in a relationship. We could probably see them, take off their wedding ring or flirt with a coworker. And yeah, absolutely. Someone's habit of lying is exposed. The sun is about everybody being enlightened or something being brought to the light, right? So they can't hide anymore that they've been lying. Three of Cups in the reverse. And the Empress. Huh. I think there is someone who is seen in high regard that is going to lose favor. So this Empress, I actually think this is our King of Wands. They have put themselves on a little bit of a pedestal, or they have a lot of respect. They have maybe a successful business. But I also feel like there are people who, upon learning about this situation, pull back their support. Ten of Wands. Four of Wands. Stress on a relationship, a marriage. This information comes out. It's hard not to talk about. It causes you to probably be in a not so great mood because that lie that you really did cling to for a long time has finally been exposed. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Swords. I think we have someone that decided that was the last time they were getting cheated on. Go over there, see if they'll try to do it again. I'm going to have this private detective take a couple of nice little pictures of you. Put together a little portfolio of your bullshittery. And divorce. I think that's what they're doing. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Hello, Stephanie. How are you doing? All right, let's get a few from, how about What's the News? Because that one can get a little bit spicy. It's a little spicy. What else do we have? Detective. Did I not just say they probably hired a private detective? Like, we're going to catch you. Oh, you're over here cheating? And you know that you signed a prenup and said that you get nothing if you're cheating? That's bold. I mean, stupid, but bold. Good for you. Not really. This person gets caught. Snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. Honeymooning. Oh, thank you, dude. I sure appreciate you. Yeah, I'm over here loving on somebody new, flirting with somebody, trying to take them out on little dates when you're already in a relationship. I feel like this is somebody who catches someone cheating. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we might have somebody who is pregnant. The Empress can refer to motherhood. And this one definitely refers to motherhood. So we've got pregnancy, expecting, motherhood. mothering and knocked up. But we also have ghost, no closure, cowardice, and disappearing act. I do think that this is somebody who has ran out on their responsibilities before, or freaked out, not really wanted to deal with the situation that they created. Key player, important person, playing an essential role, irreplaceable. This is someone who has some status. Unpredictable intentions, flighty, temporary option. I'm not looking for anything serious, right? I just want to like a little situationship, little Netflix and chill. It's summer, so is it like Netflix and grill? I'm just curious. Paranoid, cautious, insecure, guarded. So this feels to me like we have possibly got a pregnant spouse that was trying to catch the partner, the father of their child, perhaps, because they knew that they were cheating. I'm paranoid, or I've actually maybe seen some evidence that that's what you're doing. Let's get somebody to take some pictures of it, because I'm gonna figure this out. I think this is someone who's saying, I want to know exactly what's going on, because we did have that detective card. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to like just wear rose-colored glasses and pretend everything is hunky-dory. I want to know what's going on. But, you know, with a dagger. Hey, Deborah, how are you doing? What's going on? You're sweet. This is the Love Oracle. What else do we have? Foundation, established, family, security. Yeah, this is somebody who I think had recently started a family, and they're trying to start something new with someone else, even though they have that family. But they put themselves in a situation that is not very wise, because they end up getting caught. Trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. Exhaustion, depletion, drained, long journey. I think they're going to make an apology, but the connection or the relationship that they have stepped out on, I don't see that that is going to be recovered. In fact, for many of you, I do think that this Empress energy was simply looking for a way to catch this person red-handed, so that the divorce would go like more smoothly or more in their favor. It's not easy for them, because I do think that they were, or maybe still are, in love with this person. There are good memories that they have, but it feels fake when they realize that all that time when they've been saying these sweet romantic things, you've also been, you know, saying those things to other people. This is the Love Tarot. What else do we have? Thank you, Pharaoh. Hello, Voyager. How are you doing? Hello, Illuminati. What else? Will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? Okay, y'all. Now we got another twin flame card. Yeah, this is someone who's begging for forgiveness, and this Empress is, I think, having to decide whether or not to give this person another shot. Knowing that the Empress is probably like fed up. You activated my soul to find my true purpose and destiny in life. You helped me heal in ways no one else could. Thank you for finding me again this time around. So there would be separation, possessiveness, probably some no contact, maybe even feeling like you can communicate in ways that other people don't. But I think there's someone who's wanting to walk away from this connection because I can't trust you, kind of thing, right? Twin flame is a powerful journey that helps you understand more about you and your own self-worth. Do not give up on your standards and what makes you happy just because you feel that somebody is your twin flame. Just do me that favor, okay, guys? Fruit cocktail. All right, let's get a few last cards. What should we get? Oh, yes. Let's do the spiritual AF cards, shall we? What else? Once you start laughing, you start healing. What's the best that could happen? Focus on the optimum or like the best possible outcome. Imagine what it would feel like. Imagine what it would smell like. Imagine what it would be like to tell people that it happened. Make it real in your mind. Integrity is the new black. Accept the good in your life and know that you're a fucking delight. I love that one. That's so good. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate the likes and the subscribes. And thank you again, dude. I hope to see you on the next reading. Doodles.